So, guys, hot off coming from Vegas, WrestleMania weekend, let's talk about the most anticipated match, probably of WrestleMania weekend, was the Oba Femi versus Brock match. Now, we all know Oba Femi is massively over right now. The crowds love him, the fans love him. um, so I was really, really hyped up about the match. A lot of people were. Um, just got to do like a cheap plug. So actually the build up video that was they showed on SmackDown, I was actually featured in that as one of the people doing the overwalk. I don't even know how they got that footage, but they got it. I was happy. Anyway, enough of that. So that match was highly anticipated. So I'm not going to sit here and knock it. I was very happy with the outcome. As I said, and as I initially thought, that Brock wanted to pass the torch to Obafemi. And that's exactly what he did, essentially. But I was expecting a lot more, especially from the start. Being that the buildup was so emotional and filled with a lot of energy, and I dare to say violence, I was expecting actually that they would come out, with the fisticuffs, right away, and it would be like intense, straight intensity. But that's not what we really got. They locked up like twice. Like it was almost like a battle of to see who was stronger. They locked up twice, and it was kind of a slow start. So that was kind of like, okay, not what I was expecting. uh, we know at some point in the match, Brock clotheslines over Femi, and over Femi just really doesn't. It's not what you would expect because, like Brock, is a strong guy. So was over Femi, and Brock really did not. I'm sorry, Oba really didn't react. Then Oba clotheslines Brock, and boom, he's like knocked the shit out of him. I'm like, oh shit! All right, all right, all right, all right. We already know we already knew where it was headed. So at some point, Brock he F5'd Oba, and it obviously didn't really put him down the way some would think it would. And then Oba choke slammed Brock. Okay, we already know what happened. We don't need to go through the whole match, but the thing that really finished the match, that sealed the deal, was this pop up. I think you call it pop up power bomb, and that's how Oba pinned Brock. What I would like to say is that I'm not going to say it was a squash match because it really wasn't a squash, but I thought there would be more intensity, and I thought the match would go longer. The match was probably all of 7 minutes, if that. If that. So, yes, am I happy with the outcome? But what I was expecting didn't really happen as far as, how the match went throughout the whole entire match. What I also wasn't expecting, when I say pass the torch, I kind of thought, Oba was going to be like, the new guy. But I didn't really think Brock was going to retire. So when he took off his boots and all that stuff and was crying, I guess I was expecting something, but not that. And then he went out like a champ, honestly, and I said, I don't mean a champ literally, I mean a champ figuratively. The way even as a heel, he tapped the fans' hands. I gotta respect that. I'm not the biggest Brock fan. I always call him Goro. But I gotta respect that. But big props to Oba. I'm so glad he won. The man is massively over right now. As far as the match, like I said, it should have been longer. It should have been more intense. Again, I know I'm not in the business, so maybe I shouldn't really comment, but this is my feelings. This is the feelings of a lot of fans. What I'm hoping for Oba is that this momentum that he has, that he keeps this momentum, because wrestling fans tend to be very fickle. And right now he's on top. And sometimes when you're so massively over like that and people love you, the only way to go is sometimes down, and you come down really hard. So I'm hoping that he doesn't lose momentum, and this momentum that he has, and the love that people have for him, I hope that it continues, because as I said, how fickle wrestling fans could be. One minute they love you, the next minute they can't stand you, and maybe you didn't do anything wrong. It's just they're sick of you. Like they're sick of Cody right now. And I'm trying to figure out why. But that's my take on the whole Oba Brock match night 2. Um, yeah, great outcome. Could have been better, but I'm glad that Oba won. Till next time.